Hi, okay, so tutorial 11. Okay, so we've hatched and we're going to make a new layer. Um, okay, we're just going to call it that, hatch. Okay, we're going to make it a new color. Okay, line weight. We're going to make it very light. We'll make it something like 0.5. Okay, I see some of these other line weights haven't updated. We'll go back and change those later. Okay, we've made a new layer. Let's put all this hatch. Um, no, we'll just put it on the layer. There we go. We'll put it on the hatch layer. Well, I'm just clicking around here, not doing much. Okay, we put that on hatch, and we'll make layer 0. Boy, I'm just going around in circles. Okay, we'll put that on hatch. We'll escape out of it, and then we will make our default layer 0 for the rest of the stuff we're drawing. Okay, so we back here on foundation. Okay, well, let's label them. Let's move this from here. Let's not move it. Copy it. Okay, from here, put one here, and we'll put one here, and then we will edit. We will call this our main floor plan, and we will call this our foundation plan. Okay, so we've represented the walls, we've represented the window on this side of the building. Okay, so this is our right side elevation. This is our foundation plan. Zoom. Okay, so this outside line is the footings, so they're 16 inches, just like we drew down here. This is the footing here, and then of course these other two lines 8 inches apart are the wall. So we'll make two more layers. One will be called concrete. Concrete for the wall. Okay, and then we'll make another layer called footing. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that I. Okay, so footing, and we will make this, again, it doesn't matter, we'll just pick a color. Okay, continuous, we're going to go with dashed, okay, just to show that it's underneath the wall. Okay, now where's our concrete layer? Okay, this one we'll just change the color, something like that. Okay, get out of layers, and this should still be a polyline, and that polyline we will change to the footing, and I'm just going to zoom in. Okay, these two we will change to concrete. Okay, so as you can see, we can go zoom, we can copy CP all of these, and then go backwards and go all of those, and go from this line right here to this line right here. Okay, zoom. Okay, we'll get rid of trim. Okay, we use the ground as our cutting. We'll get rid of that, and then we will extend EX to the top of our concrete. That. Okay. Okay. Okay, so to develop the other elevations, so we will rotate this block that we made called floor plan, and we'll start it here, and we will rotate it. Well, let's turn ortho on, F8, Okay, and we'll rotate it around to that side. Okay, we can move this from there to turn F8 off, F8 off, and somewhere around there, I think. Okay, so we would do the same thing here. We would draw construction lines. So X line, okay, vertical, okay, from there, the outside of our wall, to there, okay. We'll draw the window. So from there to there, okay. Now we're just going to steal some parts here. Okay, zoom. Okay. Now I've got all these different layers, so I'm just going to get into hyphen LA, which gets me into my layers command, but on the prompt, not the dialog box. I'm going to go off, and what layer? I want to turn the hatch layer off. Okay, so now I'm going to steal, so copy. Okay, I'm not going to bother with the foundation on this. I'm just going to steal this line, this line. I'm not going to bother with top of floor on this one. Okay, and I'm just going to pick them from, well, I'll turn ortho on so they're in a straight line, and I'm going to go somewhere around there. Okay, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to send it over here. Okay, and I'm going to ED it, and this actually would be rear elevation. This is the rear of the house. Oops, rear elevation. Okay, so you can see the building is starting to take shape. I'm going to draw a line from the bottom of this fascia. I'm going to run it just straight across, and then I'm going to draw another one from the top of that fascia. Okay, I don't think I got it, so I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to move this line, not the dimension. I'm going to move this line from there to there. Okay, so that represents my fascia as I'm going around the other side of the house. I'm going to draw a line from the very peak of this roof straight across. Okay, so I've pretty much got everything represented here. Zoom. Okay, I'm going to offset 24 inches from my overhang. So take this outside line. Okay, take this outside line, and then I'm going to fillet that to that, and that to that. So that's my actual roof line. I'm going to trim, okay, these lines, all of these lines actually. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that and that and that. Okay, so there's my overhang, that and that and that. There's the overhang on the other side. Now I should be able to get rid of that, that. Oh, I don't like it. There. Oops. I got too much selected here. Let's just zoom in. I'll trim right at the bottom of my fascia, and I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of that. Okay, trim. Okay, again at ground. Get rid of this. I'm going to use the fence, F for fence, and run it straight across, and just get rid of those nicely. Okay. So you can see I'm starting to develop from this drawing and from my floor plan. Okay, zoom. Okay, I'm going to extend, okay, to this line. I'm going to take this ground line, and this one I'm going to trim. Okay, now this ground's a bit big, but let's just come back here a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now I have a window that's the same as this window. Okay, so I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna copy this whole window. I'm gonna take it from this outside corner, And I'm just going to, with ortho on, so I'm going in a nice straight line because everything's at the right height. I'm just going to click on that line. Okay, then I can erase my construction lines. Okay, so now I've just developed that side of the house. Okay, which would be the rear. Now I'm going to turn layers off. So -LA, okay, off. I want to turn dimensions. Okay. What else do I want to turn? Okay, so I'll do another layer. I'll get back into it. Off. Okay, I got back into it by pressing spacebar. Was the last command I was in. The layer I want to turn off is hidden. Okay. Now I'm going to mirror. Okay, I'm going to take all of this. Okay. Okay, and all of this. Okay, make sure I get that. And I'm going to pick about half, and I'm going to go straight up. And I'm just going to press enter because I don't want to delete my others. Okay, so what I've just done here is this can be front elevation. I don't have a window, I have a door. So I'm going to erase this window. And then I've done my other side elevation, and I don't have a window there either, so I'm going to erase that one. Okay, I'm going to copy that, and I'm just going to move them over. Okay, and I'm going to ED this one, and this will be my right. What will that be? That'll be my left side, won't it? Yeah. LEFT side elevation. Okay, and this will be my front elevation. Okay. And now I just fill in the blanks. I'm pretty much done with this one. I have no window, so I'm done with that one. But I have a door on the other one, so I'm going to rotate this block of my floor plan, and I'm just going to flip him right around so the door shows. I'm going to move him, okay, him from that corner. I'm just going to line him up on this wall. Then I'm going to move, making sure I got ortho on. I'm just going to go straight up. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to use my X lines, construction lines, vertical, V for vertical, and I'm going to click on that, and click on that to give me my door position. Okay, now I'm going to turn all my layers on. Okay, so -LA on, and I'm just going to do the asterisk. Whoops, I have a hard time with the cap locks on this. Okay, okay, so all my layers are on, which tells me where my floor height is because that's where this door wants to go in. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line from somewhere that I know. Okay, right there. Okay, and I'm just going to go straight across. Okay, so that's the top of my floor. I know that my door is 80 inches high, so offset 80 inches high. Okay, and fillet. Fillet. That to that. That to that. Okay, P edit. Polyline edit. Okay, click on it. It's not a polyline. You want to turn it into one? Yes. I want a J for join. Okay, and I want to join all of these. Okay, then I am going to get out of the